Good morning from my garden. Today is Monday, September 9th, and it's 77 degrees, and that is cool. That is so much cooler than 87 a couple of weeks ago at this time, 97 a month ago at this time, maybe even 2 weeks at this time. So I'm celebrating the fact that my garden has begun to cool off. But I've also been out here this morning because it was cooler, and I've been thinking to myself how gardening is a 2 steps forward and 1 steps back event or task. I'm celebrating the fact that the birds have planted some more sunflowers for me, but I'm also out here fixing things that have fallen apart. And that's just, isn't that just nature? That things want to dissipate as fast as you put entropy, maybe. I don't know what the word would be, but things tend to fall apart. We work and we get things the way we think we like. Think is a important word. We think we like it, and they begin to fall in on themselves. My fabulous rose arbor that I've built has begun to lean, and I've been out here trying to fix that. My water hose that I've had for years broke. I had to order a new one, and this morning I've been out here tangling and untangling this 100-foot snake that I ordered and was delivered to me. That's taken 2 or 3 days. And then trying to hide it out of my garden. That's all a pain. It's a pain. I said this yesterday, and it's true. It's been so hot that I was forced to get out of my garden for a while and just let things cook or whatever they were going to do. I lost some things. They died. Some things survived in spite of me. In fact, last night I got out and I discovered that these garlic chives that I planted in the spring and didn't even know had made it are beginning to bloom. That was a gift for today. That was a step forward, or maybe 2 steps forward. My elephant ears I've already cut out a bunch of these leaves. They couldn't stand the heat. But the point is that I'm a writer, and when it was too hot, and also a painter, although I can't say I've painted much lately, that when I was not out here working in my garden and it was drying and dying and surviving in spite of me, I went out inside and started writing, or at least working on a writing project, which has become a very detailed project. And one of the things I thought about is that how almost many things that I write about in my own life are about my childhood, are about myself. And I'm big for another reason, because Tomie dePaola's birthday is in 6 days. I've done some research into Tomie dePaola, and I didn't really realize this because I really wasn't into Tomie dePaola anytime at all. I was into other children's writers. But Tomie dePaola, I discovered, as a great master. And he has left writers, children of course, but also potential writers, with tomes of tips about how to write. Almost all of his work, and maybe everything he did, was autobiographical. And I had planned to start a Tomie dePaola event in July, but I'm going to wait until November, because November is the month. It's the National Memoir Writing Month. And so I'm going to do an event in November. It's not going to be a renewed version of something I've done before, Harvest Your Past, because I know that my books stem out of my past. And I'm going to talk about how Tomie dePaola's books, his Christmas books, his religious books, his Stragonona books, which are masters. And at the time, I'm going to be very honest, I didn't even like Stragonona. Now I love her. Are all links to his past. And my advice for any writer is that if you want to start writing anything, including picture books, you need to start harvesting your past. And you also need to look at some of the things that Tomie dePaola has left us.